Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the altcoin show, coming at you daily, 6 days a week from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. We are going to be talking today, has the crypto money flow changed? And if it has changed, what does that mean? And how can we benefit from this? And of course, before we jump into that and before we jump into the charts, you know what I'm going to say next? Smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people and does help support the channel. And of course, love and appreciate all the kind words and encouraging comments that people leave below in the comment section. Thank you so much for taking the time to do so. And those of you who have asked questions, I do appreciate that as well. And I do look to get back to those as soon as I am able to. So please be patient on that. Right. And of course, for those of you who are new, I do get asked a lot every day, several times, where is the cheat sheet? That is located below in the description of this video. You might have to click the more button and it'll bring down the description of the video. Right at the top, there is a link to my crypto roadmap for success. And that is linked there as well. And there you have the Stocks with Josh Discord. If you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? A lot of trades are given there well before they come on YouTube. And it is the most wonderful crypto community on Discord on the planet. And I'm there in the crypto channel. And I'm also there with my own Crowned Traders channel as well. There are links below in the description and in the cheat sheet. Okay, so we're going to jump into the old money flow versus the new money flow. Now, the old money flow used to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, and alt season. We have not seen this. I believe it has been obliterated, and there is a new money flow of Bitcoin. Then we're seeing Solana move. We're seeing Dogecoin, large cap memes, which we've started to see pump, and then into a full meme season, okay? And let's see if this is how it plays out. But it seems like this has been the case because, unfortunately, Ethereum didn't get the memo that it was meant to pump and get to its all-time high. It's not done that. But I do believe Ethereum can have a run, and we'll just certainly see where that plays out. And if you look at this here, you can go DEX's volume by chain, and Solana has absolutely obliterating Ethereum now and seems to be taking over that market share there, and as a leader in that sector of volume by the chain. And Solana there is absolutely crushing it there. And if you go further into it, the Solana Ethereum chart, it just is absolutely just look at the gains. If you'd been in Solana rather than Ethereum, it looks as though you'd have made 10x more than staying in Ethereum. So that's just absolutely been absolutely smashed Ethereum to pieces. And of course, those of you holding Ethereum, I did say at 2,300, that was a good entry for Ethereum. I gave the entry multiple times on multiple weeks as an entry. I said, don't sell your Ethereum, don't worry. But I did say at 3,400, I'm out. And I was out of my swing position on Ethereum, just like I was out at 3,400 before Ethereum dropped down in my hodl bag. If you'd listened there, taken that money out, could have rolled it in Solana, Sui, the memes, and just made so much money. And look, will Ethereum get to 5,000? Most likely. Will it get to 7,000? Maybe. Will it get to 10,000? Not sure. That's only a 3x gain from here. And some of these coins have done that just in the last week. It's always about the opportunity cost. You know, you're not going to be able to use that Ethereum money to jump into some of these 3, 5, and 10x plays that have happened recently when your money is tied up in an asset that is not moving right now, okay? So as we go into even further here, we can see Ethereum at 3,000 when Bitcoin is at 90,000 feels criminal, and it does. In the November 2021 all-time high, ETH was nearly 5,000 when Bitcoin was 69. At the same time, the ETH-Bitcoin ratio of 0.07 during the bull run, ETH would be $63,000 right now. It's not, okay? So it's really underperformed in a bigger way, and it's been one of the biggest underperformers in this market cycle. And I know I don't want to have my money tied up in one of the biggest underperformers in this market cycle. At some point, ETH is going to go to 5 and 7, and all those who held ETH were like, well, you know, we got our 3x, our 100% jump, when there were coins that just did 100% jump just in the last few days. But you know, anyway, I'm not fading on Ethereum. I just want to point out facts and reality and keep it real on this channel, okay? Because I have called it correctly on this channel here. And so I just want to continue to share and make sure we are well informed and making well informed on our decision-making process. And of course, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Okay, as we jump into the charts. And so because we feel that there's been a bit of a meme coin takeover, we are going to look at some meme coins today, starting with our favorite Blub. In this community, I have personally done a great 10x on this. Actually, we should look at the market cap of Blub, because I got in under a 5 million. We did get up to about 80 million in market cap there. But we have absolutely crushed it on that trade. I gave this meme coin at under a 5 million market cap. It's gone up to an 80 million market cap, well over a 10x, almost a 2,000% gain. I believe we are going to get there. But if we're looking at the charts here, as you can see, what is our next entry level here we're looking at is 17.4. That's with 6 zeros. For those of you who are driving to work, all the best for you today, and thanks for tuning in and making the effort to educate yourself on the way to work. So what we have here is 17.4, but we want to make sure it holds. So if this level holds as support, and I usually will drop it down to the 15-minute level. You can look at it at the hour level, the 5-minute level. I like it. And you come down and you want to see that touch, and it holds. And there can be an entry. Or I like it even better. It holds, it kind of pops up a little bit and comes back for a retest, and then holds on the retest. That's when I like to get in the trade. Now, conversely, if it doesn't hold and if it just goes straight through, then I look for the next level down, which is going to be around 15.5 there. 15.5 would be that next level down. But I actually think this could hold here. I think this would be a nice entry. Worst case scenario, if it happens here where this comes down and hits and I get in on a hold, or I get in on a hold of this level where price comes down and hits and retests and holds this level and doesn't go below it, and if for some reason it bounces around then does suddenly come down, then I look at getting back out on because it will generally come back up and retest it as resistance. And therefore, when it retests as resistance, again, I look at the 5-minute chart, and if it loses that battle and does not break through and rejects at that resistance 17.5, then I would get out of that trade at the same place that I got in. And of course, if I'm sleeping, I can just set a stop loss if I'm not able to manually watch the trade, and I can look and say, look, if I put $100 in, what's the most I want to lose? $5. I put it under stop loss under 5%. If no more, I want to lose 10%, then $10, then I put that stop loss at 10%. That just makes it very easy. You just decide what's the most amount of money you can afford to lose on this trade, and that's where the stop loss would go. Otherwise, you try and manually stop out at the same place that you entered. Now, conversely here, if we actually came back up here, now would I get in the trade here? Absolutely not. It's a no man's land. It's a no man's land. Now I could try and front run the trade, believing that it's going to push up to here, breakthrough, but that's a risk. But otherwise, I try and get in on the break. So if we got in on the break here of this, and we can see we rejected here, so I wouldn't get in the trade here. But we get in the break here, you can get in on the break, or you can get on the break and the retest and hold of 20. 6 zeros, 20, 207, and that would be the next place that I would look to get in the trade. So those are the two places I would get in the trade, and I've set those up for you on the cheat sheet here. You can see very clearly, there it is. So TP and EN is take profit or entry, because if you get your entry here, if it comes down to those 6 zeros, 17, that's where you get your entry, and this is where you take your profit. However, if if it doesn't come down to the 1.7 level and go straight up to the 2.07 level and we get our entry here, then this would be our take profit at the 6 zeros and the 2.5 level. And this would be our entry, and this would be our take profit. This is support and resistance. So remember, originally when we got in this trade, we got it all the way down at 7 zeros and 8. So we have done almost, well, if we got into 25, almost 300%. We did 100% on this trade in a very short amount of time. And this is why I believe the money flow has changed, because if you were in Ethereum, to have done 100% in just a couple of days, Ethereum would have had to gone from 3,000, about 3,100, 3,200 up to 6,400 to make those same returns. And so this is why I believe the crypto money flow has changed here in this cycle. And so there we have with Blub, and this is how you use it. I have simple instructions here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I even have a tutorial that you can watch here that will step you through this process on how to use this here. And this way, we're not having to go, oh, we're waiting for some big correction. No, you can get in and make money now by buying support and selling resistance. Now, I will also go through and say that, for example, if we do get up to this 2 zeros, if we do get in here at this 1.7 and we come to this 2.07 level, will I be taking profit? Only if we reject here. If we have a rejection candle, and usually I'll wait for a second go and have a failed retest and rejection of resistance, then I will take the profits there. Otherwise, I'll wait and see if it comes through. Maybe it goes right through that 2.07 level, comes back, retests it as support, then I'll wait for the next level up, rinse and repeat. And you can watch a full tutorial of that on my video in my cheat sheet there. Okay, let's have a quick look at Bonk. And this is why with Bonk, if we zoom out, I shared this yesterday in the Discord, why I took profits right here at this level up here. I didn't take profits here because we melted right through it. I waited, and when I saw that we had a rejection resistance there, I took profits right at this moment there, and I would look to get back in the trade either down at the 4 zeros and the 4.7 level. If we have a comes down and holds as support, or holds, retests and holds as support, there's what I would be to get out the trade. And then of course, if we go back above that 52 level and it holds as support, then I would get back in the trade there and then look to ride that up. But we can see there, if we come back to the 15-minute time level, we want to look, and we clearly saw it rejected, and I like the second candle coming, and that's where I got out of the trade and took some profits. Even on the 5-minute candle there, you can actually have a look at that and see how that beautifully gave up. It hit, it rejected, we came back for a retest and a rejection, out of the trade. And the moment that happened, I posted that in the Discord yesterday so that this could be a good learning experience for people. And of course, I didn't get back in here. Why? Because we broke down and we closed under, and then when we retested, we rejected. And we rejected there, so that you're out. And if you did get in here, you can go, oh, I got in the hold here. And then, well, this is where you can get out on the retest, and you can get out at exactly the same point. And actually, that's what I actually did. I took profits up here on Bonk, and then when it came down to this level here, I got in on the hold, and then we closed on the retest. So there was a successful retest. You can see that the candle closed above, but then on the as we came back and rejected, I got out of the trade pretty much at break even there. Didn't get in the trade there. We rejected and so on. So you can see how that works with Bonk. So I hope that helps some people out there with your trading and trading disciplines. Okay, if we look at Doge, the next meme coin here, and we're just going to cover a few meme coins today, whatever we have time for as we get through the list. We see the same thing happen with Doge. This is why I got out of the trade at 42. You can see this was a great place to get out of the trade. Actually, you got a second place to get out when it came back and retest and rejection. So this was just a clear and easy place. People go, oh no, what if it keeps going? It didn't. It stopped. It had a retest, rejected, you get out. But what if I get out? What if it comes back and keeps going? Great, get back in the trade. Here at 42, but with cash in your pocket. Let's just say that you rode this all the way up. You put $1,000 in. When I gave the original call at 10 cents, I said 10.4 on the 10.4 cents. That was it. So you went up and you made around 400%. Let's just say 400%. We'll round it up. And so now you're at $4,000. Well, you take the 4,000 off the table there, and you've got $4,000 in your pocket with the original 1,000 that you put in. Now, if it breaks back above 42 cents, come back, retests and holds, you put your 1,000 back in now, and you keep writing the trade with the 3,000 in your jeans. Or you can put the whole 4,000 there on the table, because now you're trading with more liquidity. Instead of going, oh no, now I'm down, what do? You're in no man's land. You've rejected now. Not only have we come down here, we then rejected here at 40 cents. We rejected here at 37 cents. And now the next entry would be down at 33 cents as long as it holds as support. You wouldn't have bought here because it didn't hold as support. And even if you did hold as support, you would have got out when it went below and rejected as resistance, and you would have got out of the trade. And we can break this down even to the smaller time frames here. And the smaller time frames here, we can break it down and drag it around, and you can see how it interacts with this line. If we can actually, if it'll actually load, there you go. So there we have the break down and the retest, and then you get out. Okay, so you can get out on the rejection candle there, or you can get out on the retest and rejection there. All right, let's look at GOAT. Let's jump into the GOAT chart, because we absolutely smashed it on the GOAT trade, so much so. Where is the price action gone? Let's see, when I gave this trade for GOAT, here, let's just hide there. When we gave this trade for GOAT here, we got the entry at 80 cents, and it went all the way up, I believe, more than, we'll have to check, did it go up more than $1.20? It did. It got all the way up to $1.36. We didn't quite reach our level there. And so that can be an interesting situation where we don't quite reach the Fibonacci level. We can either just snag some profit there, or we look at, obviously this is a tough scenario where we look at taking some profits on a rejection here, and we definitely would have got out at $1.20, but we still would have made a good chunk of profit when we got in the trade down here at 8. We went up, and that has been a good one. So now where would be the GOAT entry? It would be at $1.10. If we saw for the same situation, if we see this hold or retest and hold, $1.10 there, or if it jumps back above $1.20, a break and a retest, there would be the entry as well. The Pepe trade absolutely smashed it. I gave this Pepe trade all the way down at 4 zeros and 12.9, and went all the way up and did 100% in just a couple of days while you were holding your ETH bags that went nowhere. So the Pepe trade there, 12.9, there is the trade that I gave. Absolutely smashed it up. Wouldn't have taken profit there. Wouldn't have taken profit there. It kept going up. Where you take profit there, there was a rejection candle there. You broke. I'm not going to do this for every single one. You break it down to the 5 minutes. You see the rejection candle that's there, and you get out of the trade and you take profits. And then where do you get back in the trade? Here, you would have gotten back in the trade there at this 4 zeros, 205 level, and then you would have taken profit up here again at the 4 zeros, 22. You could have played a nice swing trade there. So now we're looking to either get in at 4 zeros and 22 or at 4 zeros and 205. And you can see those levels in here. I've got them for you here beautifully. Here, if we come down here, this now is your support. If it holds, you get in there. But if it jumps up to here and breaks above this and then retests and this holds, then that is your entry there. These are simply support and resistance levels for you there. All right, if we jump down to the next one, Ponky. Again, Ponky is another trade I believe I gave the trade for Ponky at around 52. And how high did we get there with Ponky? This Ponky trade absolutely crushed it up to the 71. So if you are following these trades, you are printing money. Literally, you are just sitting back and your money printer is burring. We had a great level there up to 71 there. Again, where is the entries? The entries for Ponky is going to be at 71 on a break and a successful retest. We could get in there, or we could wait for it to drop down. There's no problem with buying higher to sell it higher. What we're looking for is confirmation. Whatever holds the support is our entry. If support holds there at 71, that's our entry. If support holds there at 60, that's our entry. And then we look to take profit there on Ponky. And so I want to thank everybody for tuning in. That's all we have time for today. That's all the meme coins we have time for today. But until the next episode, which is in a couple of hours, which is the Bitcoin show, my daily crypto show, until then, happy trading.